Guys, welcome back to Offside Laps on FMS. After the goaliest match week in the UEFA Champions League, 71 goals scored.
Yeah, we scored 6.
I don't go now.
Oh, now I want you to know.
You pay score 6.
I want you
You pay score 6.
We scored 6.
You pray too
But
much.
we not score 6.
Relax. So guys,
At the present, you don't talk say you score 5.
Why you don't talk say you
Five.
score 6?
But I score 6, right?
Why?
I scored because I scored 6.
The person when they do the intro no finish.
mention who scored the 6.
If your club scored 6 goals over
Raise your
the
hand.
week, raise your hand.
Okay.
Did you score
Can you raise
6?
your hand? No, because you
Did
didn't
you
score
score
6.
six?
Simple. If your class scored 5, reason.
Right.
Senior man 5 is 6 difference.
Okay.
Difference here, then.
Allow.
Oh.
Guys, welcome. This is the Offside Laps on FMS. Of course, Champions League, 71 goals scored in match week 3, the highest ever goals tally in the history of the competition in a week.
Wow.
Of course, the big guys flexing their muscles.
Yeah.
4 teams, in fact, 9 teams scored 4 or more goals this week.
The smaller clubs didn't score 4 more goals.
Hey,
That's
as a
right.
brain, you person
Senior,
you can't
senior,
send
senior,
you.
senior.
Hey, Charlie.
All the big clubs scored 4 or more goals.
9 of them. 9 of them.
9 of them scored 4 or more.
But
Exactly.
some scored 6. So
But
the
some
mighty
two-
ones, no.
Some 2 scored 1.
Exactly. Some
And
will score
some
one.
two, they decided to draw goalless and
Because
spoil some people's investment.
you see,
But
the
this
thing-
week, yeah, if you are very, very careful and you watch the games very, very well, you
Senior, back home,
Hey.
back home, no one be.
oh,
Obese,
like Tuesday, Karat, what was the name?
Senior man,
Karat,
Amat, Spain 4, England 4,
Oh,
Italy 4,
Oh.
Germany 4.
Oh.
Who's the one pair?
Usi come Azerbaijan.
Who got Kazakhstan?
Oh,
Kazakhstan got your Karat, Amat, Senior Adam. What's that?
sad. But you know what things? The teams they really, really played
Yeah.
fine football. So we're gonna tell you what we learned this week in the Champions League. Massive result for Real Madrid, for Barcelona heading into the El Clasico this week. We'll talk about that later. Of course, Liverpool bounced back from 4 in a row defeat, and PSG also with 10 men. In fact, they also play with their opponents being ending the game with 10 men. So all of these things. In fact, Arsenal also got their win. So we'll talk about that one later on. But guys, my name is Princeton, Capello, and Albert all on the show today. Thanks for joining us. Guys, let me quickly take your thoughts. What did you learn from the Champions League this week? Obviously the goals, but what other things can you mention to us?
Yeah, that's an exciting week. If you love football, you'll love this week. Because what's the sort of entertainment in the game? If you are going to watch a football match, what do you seek to get? What do you intend to see in that particular match? Goals. That's the outcome of whatever thing you are doing. And the outcome, which is goals, leads to a trophy. So if you do not score, you can't win a trophy. So it will be very exciting watching a match that produces a lot of goals. That's why always I love the El Clasico, because the El Clasico will always provide goals. No matter how bad or how good the clubs are, no matter how tough the opponents are, they are able to produce goals in any of the El Clasicos they play. There's only few that you see that it has ended in few number of goals, you understand? So watching this Champions League over the week, Chelsea scoring 5, right? So they showed class. They showed that Charlie Ayas,
champions.
Ayas, you have the history of the Champions League. You've won it 3 times, but we are Chelsea. Currently, we spend huge sums of money to buy quality players.
Yeah,
you don't do that. You can't do that. Now I know that world champion.
Now
People were players.
Bad didn't come home. Bad
You don't allow me to talk.
Bad didn't
You go get your time. So when you tell us, you are
talking about Chelsea.
Let him flow.
Flo says
He's on the floor. Let him flow.
So when you time, that's how you time you know because we are world champions. Fine.
Oh, can Chelsea yourself?
Let me speak. Let me flow, bro.
Chelsea's other name is world champions.
What's other name?
When Chelsea's other name became world champion.
And they're about Jesse man.
Let me speak. Allow me.
Let's go.
Allow me.
We don't have time.
So is it? As I was saying, with the quality Chelsea have in their possession, the amount of money they spent over the weekend, they're transferring to good quality players. You don't expect them to. You don't expect Ayas to come and come back with a shock against Chelsea, especially in the UEFA Champions League. The night where the big guys need to rise. It was clear that the reason why they bought a player like William Estevao was because of the quality he has when he was playing in the Brazilian league. And yesterday he proved Enzo Fernandez, Jimmy getting his first goal contribution in 7 matches. You expect that these players will rise up to the occasion to honor the promise or what they said they were able, where they said they were coming to do for the club. So yes, the big guys they rise up to the occasion. Now, Liverpool. You see, before the beginning of yesterday's match against Eintracht Frankfurt, they had played 4 matches without a win. They're on a winless drought. They lost all 4 matches from Crystal Palace to Galatasaray to Chelsea to Manchester United. But yesterday they needed that win because a lot of people were raising concerns about the quality, about the methods and principles of Arne Slot. People raised concerns that no, this coach came in at a point in time where Jurgen Klopp has built the team, and at that time, before Jurgen Klopp left, he was in contention to win the Premier League with Pep Guardiola and Arsenal. But Pep Guardiola ended up winning. Liverpool were third and Arsenal were second. So that time you saw a certain Liverpool team playing at the highest level, but it was unfortunate that they were playing against a certain Pep Guardiola, who is a league expert, who is not a human when it comes to coaching and when it comes to playing league.
Yeah.
So he ended up winning the league. So Arne Slot took over. There was no competition last season for him. It was only Arsenal. But at a point in time, Arsenal didn't give him that good run for their money. So they won the league with matches to spare. People raised concerns that no, Charlie, it was because of the foundations Arne Slot laid perfectly was what he benefited from. And I mean, he was trying to. Jurgen Klopp. So he was trying to let people know that what they were saying. He was trying to confirm the thoughts of people this season after losing that 4 matches in a row. That it's like this guy. He tried to scam us because you won the league. We commended you for winning the league, even though people had issues with you. But after the league, they've spent huge sums of money to sign players for you, but you are struggling to make sure these players play well. So against Frankfurt yesterday, if they didn't have won that match, this would have been very worse for Arne Slot.
Yeah, to be fair, I think that the truth is Liverpool, they broke their team. Yeah. They broke their team after winning the Premier League last season. Okay. And the signings they made, some of them, for me, were necessary. And obviously, the Viet one. Yes, someone would say that because it's not working, I'm targeting him. Yeah. But tactically, if you look at the way he plays, I think he should have been playing for Man City.
And you see,
he's playing in the wrong team.
This Florian Wirtz deal, you see, Manchester City wanted to sign. I remember Pep Guardiola, according to insiders in Manchester City, they said Pep Guardiola called Florian Wirtz, and he said he's the heir to the throne that Kevin De Bruyne is leaving to Napoli. So he was coming to fill that gap Kevin De Bruyne has left at the club. But they envisioned that operation will be very expensive because his agent, which is his mom and his dad, will be demanding some compensations. The amount of money they will be demanding, Leverkusen will be demanding was around 130 million. Before his wages, what he's going to take at the club, the deal will be.
But what broke the deal was the players' demands.
But so just less than 24 hours, I just read that Liverpool are in advanced talk with Florian Wirtz, a club that already have Dominic Szoboszlai, who is playing and last season he played very well. McAllister at a point in time can even play as an attacking midfielder. In some situations, depending on
he's an attacking midfielder.
Yes, you see. And you are going to bring in an attacking midfielder who is from the German Bundesliga. Now, the track record of the Bundesliga players moving to the English Premier League, how is it? We've seen operations. We've seen Kai Havertz. Yes, he came to Chelsea. He led them to win the Champions League. So for that, you can't talk about that match. But we talk of Christopher Nkunku, who came to Chelsea, struggled. Now he's at AC Milan. We can talk of Timo Werner. Omar Mamush is struggling with Manchester City. We talk of Erling Haaland, yes, it's working. But Erling Haaland, we all know him, the quality he has. You understand? So spending that huge amount of money on a player from the German Bundesliga to the English Premier League, with the track record has shown that more times players that are transferred from the German Bundesliga, the English Premier League does not end up well. You should be careful.
You call it the Bundesliga tax.
You understand? So you should be very careful with those particular transfers. But Liverpool, I don't know, Sesika Garin and Mokoji last over the summer. I mean, they had a lot of money to spend.
They have money. They have money because they've not been spending the last 5 years. And I don't know if you've watched the interview by Jurgen Klopp with the Diary CEO podcast. It was a very beautiful interview I watched. Klopp said nobody told him that he could spend this amount of money when he was at Liverpool. So it tells you how very, very careful Liverpool have been with their finances in the last years, and much thanks to Klopp because he managed the team very, very well. Very well. Not necessarily buying players, but also finding the way to make Liverpool a better team with or without signing players.
There was only few players that Klopp signed that didn't end up well.
Yeah, and back to the signings and the team being broken down. They lost the right back. Trent left. obviously Diogo Jota's
unfortunately,
devastating
left.
story. Nunez also left.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
And
Luis Diaz.
Diaz also left. So these are key players, very, very key players.
Yeah.
And in the team, some are also losing their position. For example, Andy Robertson, he nearly left to Bilbao.
Yeah.
So if you do that, it is not automatic that you just bring in new players and then they start fixing you or continue the success story for you. And obviously in the defense too, you can't always rely on Van Dijk and Konate. You can't do that.
And they
at
even
this time.
let Jero Kwanzaa leave to
Also
Leverkusen.
less on loan. In the midfield, I've said that they need someone who can control the midfield for them. It's not Gravenberch. He's a very good player.
Yeah.
But to control the game for Liverpool, they need someone special. They didn't do that.
I remember on this same podcast,
Yeah.
we had an argument here. You remember?
Yeah,
About Liverpool needing a typical number 6
exactly.
to make Gravenberch move to his natural position. He might give you moments in the game. He might have a very good matches in some situations, but he's not a typical number 6. He can't be reliable 100% because that's his uncomfortable position. And it's clear now that they will need someone. That's what he said.
Yeah, so
They will need a controller.
yeah, if they are thinking that this Liverpool team is the one you saw last year, I'm sorry,
Okay.
it's very different.
But let's also check
I'll come to you.
Okay.
So on the Viet matter, I mean, again, if there's Klopp and then there's Anslot, why do you go to Anslot? Well, you know that Klopp has a history. He's rebuilding
Guardiola.
for the new
Guardiola.
for a new future. I think that move was very wrong.
It wasn't like Florian Wirtz didn't want to go to Manchester City. Manchester City back off.
Yeah, I think they also should have. Yeah, it's true. They also should have pushed and made sure that they were getting one of the best number 10s in the world now.
You see, they saw that there was a certain 22-year-old who was playing very well at Olympique Lyon,
Yeah.
Ryan Cherky, that they could get for a less amount.
Yeah.
So 40
Makes
million
sense.
for that deal was good.
Yeah, makes
So
sense.
that
Makes
Pep
sense.
could do is step things.
Capel, I've seen Anslot saying the last 4 games they lost. They were playing opponents that were playing long balls. They couldn't compete for the long balls. This time around, the boys on the ground, so they are able to press very, very well.
And a slot,
The game, no, they scored.
And a slot, the wood team here. You all can obwa. You see, okay, clubs go on a drought. That one, it happens.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens. But I want to check something. I want to bring in a certain conversation in here. Liverpool's core from last season wasn't maintained.
The core, yes, I'll say it was maintained.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
In this case, it is Trent who left.
Not just strength.
Wait, I'm coming.
No, so-
From the back line.
No, so the core that you are saying,
Yes.
we can say
I didn't even mention
not the entire core. Because
Exactly. But
Liverpool-
Trent left.
Trent left, yes.
Exactly.
Diogo Jota left. Luis Diaz left.
Now I can see Trent was the core in the defensive back line.
No,
No, I
it
disagree.
wasn't the core.
Trent has been playing Liverpool for about 7 seasons, starting every
But
match.
Van Dijk.
But if you're talking about defense, he's not a defensive.
But I'm talking
element
about
in the
a right
team.
back option for Liverpool.
If
He has
they are
been-
attacking, yes, because he
No,
added
no.
a lot of options to
he
them
has
when they are
been the-
attacking.
A starter for Liverpool for the past years.
Yeah, that's fair. That one is
Exactly.
fair. But in terms of how they play and how they attack and how they defend,
Okay, so when you say one key member
Yes.
in Liverpool's attacking process
Yeah.
in Liverpool, I understand because you
You are not getting me.
No, when you say Arnold
Yes.
was the
a
core.
key member in
A
the
key
defense.
member in the defense.
Yes, by his position,
Yes,
yes,
exactly.
he's there.
He has
been
But the
starting
role he
shit.
played, he doesn't play a defensive role for Liverpool.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
I
You
understand.
get it,
I
yeah.
understand. But he has been the core for Liverpool's back line.
He has been the core, meaning
He has
he's
been
the
a core
He-
member.
okay, now
Part
he
of
has
the
been
core.
a
Part.
core is good.
It's part, yeah.
Like
No,
the core.
someone cannot be starting for about 7
Oh, yeah,
years.
that one is true.
And
Yeah.
then you are saying that he said that his defensive something. Okay, fine. He lacks some defensive merits though, but he has been a core for the defensive
Yeah,
line.
it's fair, it's fair.
I
How
agree.
to put that exactly?
No, I agree.
Now to the midfield from last season, it is Gravenberch. He's still there. Soboslai still there. McAllister still there, and another guy,
Curtis Jones.
Curtis Jones. Okay. Now you move on to the attack.
Yes.
Mohamed Salah still there.
Yes.
Luis
Salah.
Diaz left.
Apart from Salah and Capo.
Good. Last season, Gakpo was starting from the left wing.
It was during the second part of the season.
Exactly, and my word is starting. He was starting from the left wing. So Gakpo became a starter during the later half of the season. Yes or yes?
Yes.
Then you come to their forward line. Who was the topmost striker for Liverpool last season?
Who's the top
The
striker?
striker.
You see,
The striking
so
goal.
you see the
It was
attack-
Nunez.
No, that
But
was not
mostly-
starting.
Nunez and
Mostly-
Jota.
It was between Gakpo, Luis Diaz.
Yes.
So Luis Diaz at a point in time was deployed as a false nine.
As a false nine, good. So Luis Diaz was the false nine, and then Diogo Jota will come in.
Yeah.
Sometimes they was also about kakra tutuma. That is waba. You see that thing. So for the starting 11, most of the players are there from last season.
Yes,
It is only the number 9 that has permanently changed. It's
And
no
the
more
right
Jota.
back
No,
has
the number 9 hasn't
And
changed.
then the right back has also permanently changed.
It's not just the so we can say they were rotating. Sometimes
Yeah.
Jota will come in,
Yes.
Nunes will come in,
Yes.
Gakpo will come in, even as a number 9.
And then I'm putting
So
that.
they were sharing the responsibility.
Exactly, but there is no more Jota.
Jota,
There is no
Darwin
more
Nunes.
Darwin.
And these
There's
were the
no more
prolific
Luis
players
Diaz.
who,
and there is no more Luis.
and
Diaz.
these were the prolific players.
No, the
We have
most
to,
prolific player in the Liverpool
Yeah.
team last season was Mohamed Salah.
and Jota, and
Yes,
then
even though these players, Luis Diaz and then Nunez and then these
They
guys
were
will
all
give you
there.
no goals. But the most prolific
was
and the
Mohamed.
most deadly attacker in the Liverpool team last season was Mohamed Salah.
so
I can't agree
he's
with you.
the elephant in the room now.
Easy.
But
so-
listen,
so
he's
he's the-
underperforming.
Uh-huh.
So what's your
No,
point?
listen. My point is that the fact that Slots brought all these players is not the reason why they are underperforming.
Why?
It's Arne Slot's own personal problem with management.
Okay.
Because you have your team already. You are only losing 2 members from the starting 11. Your topmost number 9 and your topmost number 2. So what is changing? You brought in the left back from Bournemouth, Kekes, to become a sub to Andrew Robertson. Or
Even a
better,
starter,
to
yeah.
start.
He became to start.
Fine, to start, but under supervision of Andrew Robertson. Is it not a solid something? Is it not a solid project in football terms?
On paper, it looked good.
It's not even on paper. On grounds, has it not been proven?
Bugger, if you know,
No, has it not been proven?
No, so you see.
How has it been proven?
We saw Peter Cech and
How has it been
Courtois.
proven?
Courtois was keeping
No,
the
no,
post.
you have talking about the Kekis story.
No, but I'm building it from there. But we've seen it proven in football
Yeah.
that you bring in a new player to succeed.
That's what I'm saying. On paper, that the plan looks clear. It is good.
fine,
Yeah,
on
but
paper.
what happens for the field is different.
Thank you
It's
very
unpredictable.
much. Thank you.
Yeah.
You have your Konate and your Van Dijk there already. Just that the prospect Kwanzaa was sold.
Yeah.
Your defense is a certain Jeremy Frimpong who has come. He's the only thing changing in your back line.
But one change can
No, it's not. You see.
can trigger a lot of things.
Yes,
You
exactly.
understand?
So you see, you said they brought in Milos Kekes
Yes.
to come and to come and play with the supervision of Robertson. Now you see, Milos Kekes was coming to this Liverpool team as one of the best left back in the English Premier League last season.
So in the
For
same
Bournemouth.
league, adaptation
Listen,
will
so-
be a big problem.
No, I'm not saying adaptation.
Okay.
So you spend that amount of money
Yeah.
to sign the player. I don't expect him to be on the bench. So that means you've made 2 changes. Now, Bournemouth to Liverpool, 2 different environments,
Yeah.
2 expectation ambitions.
Yeah.
Now, Liverpool will be aiming the league every season.
Exactly.
But Bournemouth, they want to stay in the league.
Yes.
So now, that one, I mean, adaptation, other things, but not too much because of the environment is okay. But what you are saying, the transfers, I don't think you are saying because they lost few members in the squad,
in the starting
in the starting 11, they should be performing with the few additions, with the few inclusions they've
exactly.
made.
So if
Now,
they are not performing, Slot himself has to be blamed,
Okay.
and
No,
not that the
No,
players,
we have to move on.
and not
okay,
that the
okay,
players
but
are
you see-
overhyped
so
or the
it's fair.
players are
Klopp-
too
Klopp
many.
is at fault
or
here.
the,
Yeah.
But don't
Slot-
forget,
Yes.
don't forget the amount of money they use to sign certain players.
Yes.
These players can't be on the bench.
You see, when you say they can't be on the bench, I disagree with you.
Charlie, you've signed a player for 130 million. You expect the player to be on the bench.
Provided the team is winning, this
No, you
conversation
see,
will not be
but
coming out.
you have to look at the success of the team first.
Yes.
Which player will give us the better chance of winning the games? And it happened in the game yesterday.
Yeah.
He dropped Salah, and for the fact is for the first time since 2017, Salah is benched. That is big news.
Yes.
Curtis Jones came in, and look at the numbers of Curtis Jones and his performance. He gave them balance.
So
You get
who
it?
is
And
talking
the
about
fact that
Mohamed Salah
Ekitike-
being benched so much that it has affected
Yes.
Liverpool?
So,
Ekitike
so,
also
the thing
started.
is, so the thing is, we don't say that because Liverpool lost few members in the team last season, which are who are the core of the team. That's the reason why, or they should get things running. their core in this particular team who don't deserve to start, like Mohamed Salah. He's a core.
Yes.
He was in the team.
He's
So that doesn't
flopping
mean he should start.
So you are back to my point now.
Yes.
That Liverpool's underperformance is purely the mismanagement of Arne
And I
Slot
think
and not the
the
players.
business
and
they
those things.
did during the summer was not the perfect business the club.
It's
That's
a
true.
perfect business except the number 6.
Okay, time will tell.
move on.
Let's leave it there and see what happens. So guys, there are a lot of things to talk about in the Champions League. I asked you, I wanted to ask you what you make of the whole way, but you wanted to talk about
the Champions League and you see one match that I enjoyed. It's not there from this weekend. It's that Barcelona 4-3 against Benfica last season. That's when I enjoy Champions League, when you mention goals.
So you've not enjoyed any of the games this
These
week?
games 5-1, 6-1, 7-2, 8-2, red card, these days, they are just...
Okay.
Any analysis.
To be fair, most of the games were
One-sided.
majors against Minos. So
You see the thing,
it's
even
fair.
Napoli.
Yo,
Napoli
Arsenal
turned out
beat-
to be
Arsenal
minus.
Arsenal beat
Atletico
Atletico
Madrid
Madrid 4-0.
You watched the match. I think we were here and we watched
Yeah.
the match. From about up to the 75th minute or somewhere, it was 1-0. From there, every Arsenal attack, go. Every Arsenal attack, go. Every Arsenal attack, go.
So-
in that time frame, Atletico Madrid became a minor. Whatever that, even Diego Simeone said it. Whatever that was,
that was a big game.
that was a big game. Irrespective of from the 70th minute, Atletico Madrid became a minor. That doesn't deny the fact that it was a big game.
No problem that it was a big game on
Okay,
paper.
you
That's
were-
why I mentioned.
you were not impressed,
That's
yeah.
why I mentioned Barcelona versus Benfica last
yeah,
season.
yeah.
Was that end-to-end stuff, goal
I-
to goal. That's where I enjoy the football.
I like that.
Charlie.
So guys,
Well, because he still didn't score it.
Oh, what is it with
this
the
is the
six?
record in the
5-1
Champions
6-1 they
League
say.
in terms of the goals scored or the highest scoring Champions League match days. And before this week, the highest was last season. Guys, this new format of the Champions League is changing a lot of things. We have big games, we have more goals,
Just more smaller clubs.
and the UEFA, I mean, sure.
Nah, you see,
So 67 goals in 2025-26 season, match day 1 this year.
yeah,
This season.
match day 1.
So the record is broken twice. Before that was 64 goals 2024-25 season. In match day 8. And then this season, 2025-26 season, match day 3, we have 71 goals in a match day 3. 71 goals. That's incredible.
It's a kind of steady that personally I have interest and I have to work on it. It doesn't seem to be going back, or it doesn't seem to be going younger. The next World Cup that we'll be playing, you will get a World Cup where we have more goals than the previous one. The next one will come, you have more goals than the previous one. The Champions League likewise. We will keep on getting goals. We keep on getting records of goals being broken. Like we all can predict that definitely Mbappe will be breaking most of Ronaldo's goal records. That's the thing that's coming with this footballing game. The matches have been increased such a way that the games keep coming. And when you go into games, you're expected to push on the goals. Fine, it comes with injuries and all of that, but it has been consistent from competition to competition, even AFCON.
Yeah.
Euros. Club competitions, the Club Champions League, the CAF and those things. The goals keep coming and keep coming. So is it a trend that, one, fine, the matches have been increased? Or maybe you can push a number 2. Defenders are no more defenders.
I don't think it's about matches,
I
and I don't think it's about defenders, but I think it's about the way football is now played.
So
It is so scientific that every move the coaches are, or how the coaches prepare the game, is to go and score. How do we attack the opponent?
Okay.
Also,
Most of the coaches,
I also think it's
and the games are open.
Okay, but I think
Get it?
Defending quality.
I don't want to say defending quality. Definitely, those defenders years ago
Exactly.
would say they were better than these current defenders.
Yeah.
These current defenders want one day say they were better than the
The
future
next
defenders.
defenders.
I think you see they've increased the number of matches, right?
Yeah.
So they've created room for a lot of clubs to get opportunity to play.
Exactly.
What was the last time you saw a Kazakhstan team playing in the Champions League?
You see, it's because of this coefficient thing.
Exactly.
Okay,
So
so
we've seen clubs with less quality facing clubs with
Yeah.
huge quality.
Exactly.
And I think the money too comes in.
Yes, the money factor.
Chelsea, when they got their money, they went to Ajax to fish out one of their best defenders in Jorge Hato. Last season he played for Chelsea. Last week he played for Chelsea and they beat Ajax 6. So these big guys will come to your team pick your best players, strengthen their team, come and meet you. Definitely they'll beat you.
And then the competition is also structured that these big men progresses to make big monies. You see that thing?
Okay.
For the investors to also make money, for the stakeholders
But
to
no
make
money.
money.
Exactly.
In terms of the records, Chelsea also made another record last night. The first team to produce 3 different goal scorers who are teenagers in the Champions League. McGuire, Estevao, and Tarek George. Right, they all produce goals. In fact, McGuire's record, he became the youngest goal scorer for Chelsea, and then that lasted for 30 minutes.
Before it was broken by Estevao.
Estevao broke that record. Talk to me about Chelsea. Blue man.
Charlie, this thing is not any big deal, Charlie.
It's a big deal.
The one guy is a big deal. Biana.
It's just what champions doing what champions things. Charlie, come on, man. We were spending on these young lads from about 2 seasons ago, and people were telling us, and I'm name this guy, and I spent 1 billion, and then, but they forgot we were also selling. The Eduard Mendy's, the Kovacic, the Saudis, and all. But up till now, Raheem Sterling, where is that guy?
He's the highest
Why is
paid.
there?
This guy Chelsea. But still, we are balancing books. You see that thing? So they are fine. Benchero, he's also there.
He's at Strasbourg.
He's at Strasbourg. Fame.
Why you don't know your players?
And then the
Master, why you don't know your players? You don't know your players in the team now. You see,
So
they have like 40 players, so
exactly.
he doesn't know
That's
who's
your
there.
problem, but that's our benefit. We are making money from them. So these days, it's just a project that is coming off nicely. So it's not a big deal. Just one champions, do one champions.
When Chelsea started,
Yes.
signing David Datros Fofana.
Didi Fofana, solid player.
But they
When they
actually-
brought him Badiashile.
My player, my
When they
favorite
brought him
defender.
Azio
Fofana.
Disasi. When they started signing those players,
Yes.
were you Mudrik that time?
Mudryk was a solid player.
Mudryk
Come on, tell
Really
the truth.
lie.
No, be truthful.
player.
When you saw Mudryk's first game against Liverpool, what did you see?
After that first game against
Exactly.
Liverpool.
So-
After that first game against Liverpool.
So if you can testify to a player's quality, then it's not about his quality.
his quality coming to the team. A few glimpses he showed in one match doesn't justify the fact that it has been a wrong business.
You admitted that he was a flop.
No, for flop he's a flop.
So why
But
you-
for
why you
quality,
hyping
no,
him
for
here?
quality, he's not a bad player.
See, why
He
you
has
know?
a quality.
We know.
In
Yeah, we know.
fact, he's better than Rashford.
Eh.
What are you telling me?
Okay.
So this is what champions do. What champions
Obi am mo below zero.
Mudryk no ya walk empty and vinia they are doing that still na so still na badge no boy attach. Uncle, good business. Sa na ose Timo
Olympic
Werner
Games.
you. Sa na Timo
One
Werner
on
ose
Belgium.
boy.
Olympic Games, one on Belgium, uncle.
Ah, befa.
Hey, Modric, better than who?
Solid player.
Better than who?
Ukrainian Messi.
Better than
My
who?
God. Masa. What Jebo no was
Mudrik wanted. That's now I wanted to sign Mudrik.
Yeah.
Yo, that's now in negotiating. Charlie Uniska, what's him wow.
But-
Yes, Charlie Jaina Fascabra. That's not the one with
Okay.
Trossard.
So let's look at the other result. Of course, in the week, we had Paris winning 7. They were the highest scorers in the Champions League this week. 7-1 away from Leverkusen. I thought Leverkusen were going to give them a very, very good match, but Charlie, champions are champions.
No, I
And they
knew
really showed that.
Paris Saint-Germain will win the match, but not with this number of goals.
Okay.
7.
7 seems too many, right? But Liverpool, in the last time I think we spoke on Liverpool.
Now, let's on the
not
table.
Leverkusen.
This is where it is interesting. 5 of the or 4 of the top 8 teams are champions already, former champions. Of course, PSG are leading 9 points, and Bayern 9 points, Inter 9 points, Arsenal 9 points, Madrid 9 points. So 5 teams started with a perfect record, and something we didn't see last season. You know, last season the likes of Real Madrid, Man City, even PSG, they were now finding their feet in the league phase. But it looks like this season they've started very, very well.
Yep.
Next to them, Dortmund, Man City, Newcastle, and then the likes of Barcelona are all in there.
Yeah.
Now, I'm raising this because next week we're having Paris and Bayern. Madrid will be playing City.
Yeah.
And with these teams all lined up in the top 8,
Madrid will play Liverpool.
Liverpool, Madrid, Liverpool, and then Bayern, Paris. It makes the top 8 finish very, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. And I think that from that point, if you're not winning your games, and this is why the games they are playing now are very important. The ones they are playing against Leverkusens and the Ajaxes and the Olympiacos, they are important because you are going to play the big guys who have started very, very well this season, and they want to go on that run. Especially for Bayern, they are unbeaten. This season. Vincent Kompany recently he had a new contract to 2029 with Bayern. Many underrate him. That Charlie
still underrated.
Burnley, how do you coach Bayern Munich?
Yeah, so
But they honestly they are one of the most interesting teams to watch this season. With Harry Kane. And they are very unpredictable. So Bayern are the team to watch. You play Bayern this season. How did they fare?
It was just 3 mistakes.
Just 3 mistakes.
You see, when your team is full of youth, there is youthful exuberance, so there is youthful mistakes. So just 3 sweet mistakes.
There's youthful mistakes and there's
exactly
experienced mistakes.
Yeah. You see that. But Kompany is doing something with his fullbacks. You've not noticed that.
Yeah, it's true.
Yes, in the upcoming season, we'll start checking that as well.
Yeah.
He's using his fullbacks differently from
Yeah.
the usual ones.
Just to give a preview of that. So they move forward very, very much, and they always hug the touch lines. So you don't see them like always in their area.
Exactly.
Always, and
so is it similar to how Klopp deployed Robertson and Arnold?
Yeah, kind of similar. But they don't attack like the Liverpool side they did. He uses the fullbacks to give a side cover in terms of when they are receiving the ball or when they are retrieving, they will do the cover for them. And then so they're always covering the laterals for them.
So the
but Harry Kane
can do their midfield job. The wingers can wing.
Harry Kane and the other number 10, Gnabry or Nicolas Jackson, who did very, very well yesterday. They are like always roaming.
Yeah.
Harry Kane is like everywhere.
The typical.
I saw Harry Kane coming to the center, like the deep area in the midfield.
Yes.
Pick the ball.
Give that pass.
That is why he's the best number 9 in the world.
According to.
I mean, the best number 9, Haaland, bro.
Okay.
See?
Another thing I wanted to
say Mbappe. Shouts to Mbappe.
Real Madrid yesterday also got an important win against Juventus. For me, I'm not really impressed.
If your team scored 6,
raise your hand.
I said it earlier on that the big team scored more than 4. The smaller club scores less than 4.
You see, pam.
So it sets it up nicely for the Clasico on Sunday.
Now which Juventus now want to show more.
Juventus didn't shout.
Olympiacos ni young Juventus.
But we did our job.
Exactly. Real Madrid today their job. What is your problem?
They are supposed to give Madrid a better match.
Are you the manager?
Look at the we're playing. Look at
the manager.
Oh, Charlie. Not chance. You see, when I saw that chance there, I was like, hey, last season.
I wish
Rafinha got the same chance.
I wish it was Rafinha.
I realized he was on the floor looking like
oh God. Sunday.
I said, Mamma Mia.
Madrid. I'm putting my bet on you, man.
Your bet now put on Madrid.
Don't disappoint me.
Your bet now put on Madrid. No, not doing anything.
Okay, guys. I think we have to leave it here if there's nothing else to.
The player of the week.
Oh yeah, that's interesting discussion. Player of the week. I've seen UFA's nominees, and obviously the hat-trick hero Fermin López is in there. Oh yes, there's another game we should have talked about. Man from PSV. PSV beat Napoli 6-1. It's a very, very interesting 6-2. Charlie Conte no Champions League no Nimbo. But there was a red card, so Guruzzeta from Bilbao also in there, and Mecca from Dortmund also in the player of the week.
Charlie, this one is straight to win, Charlie.
Straight to Fermin López.
And I want for Manogrami, I'll go to Switzerland. I'll go and attack. You don't give this award to Fermin.
Where is your passport? Where is your
but-
visa?
but-
I'll not use passports.
But Charlie,
Now, right.
Osimhen also did something incredible for Galatasaray, scoring twice in their win. He's broken Burak Yilmaz's record as the consecutive goals for Galatasaray. I think 7 games, right?
I envision what Osimhen would have been doing in Europe if he was playing for
Man United,
for Manchester United,
Arsenal.
for Chelsea, for Arsenal, for Barcelona.
No.
You said no.
No.
Barcelona.
I'm not sure he's that type of. But Osimhen he's brilliant. Yeah, he's brilliant. I think he can fit in almost every team in Europe. Almost every team.
I think he's the Black Suarez.
Oh yeah. That's right. So
in terms of footwork, Suarez.
yeah, Suarez he behave you.
No footwork, but you see, Suarez finds a way.
He's talking
no
about
matter the situation.
his nature as a player. Yeah,
He can link up perfectly as a decoy sometimes. He's a good scorer.
Yeah, he's great. So that will be it for the goaliest Champions League match week of.
If your team scored 6, raise your hand.
This 6.
Senior man, your team did not score 6.
Oh,
Why? Let me
your
talk.
team scored
Your team
6.
did not
My
score
team
6.
scored 5. My team.
So 5 and 6.
My team has
Yep.
club champions.
Senior man, we're not playing Club World
match
Cup.
in my year.
We're
In
not
my
playing
year.
Club World Cup. I say your team scored 6.
If
So
you're
you can
just-
say,
No.
if your team have a Club World Cup batch, raise your hand. I'll not raise my hand. For me now, I
But
say your team scored 6.
who did they 6? What is 6?
Did your team score 6?
What is 6?
Did your team score 6?
What is 6?
And you play the team that a team they received red card in the first half.
Oh, brother.
Your team.
Our record was the second half.
As
But
We had
because
finished the game.
You want to change Remus?
We had finished the game.
Abba, Charlie.
Guys,
6
we hope that
Sunday. Hala.
we hope that you enjoyed the.
Let's
close the
No, me person on TV here. I see Sunday I will play
Oh,
Chelsea.
6 now. Oh yeah.
you
It's because you want to throw shade.
Madrid
Sunday I
fan.
will play Chelsea.
You Madrid fan.
I'm not a Madrid
So
fan.
what's the problem?
Why is the why
We are
is
playing
this
Madrid. We are a Chelsea
unnecessary-
fan. So what's the
unnecessary
problem now?
preview?
You see, sustainable development goals. You have to prevent noise pollution.
Well, we have to prevent noise
have
pollution.
to
We were
prevent
here.
noise.
We were here
You have
when
to
Chelsea
prevent
beat
noise.
Liverpool. We were here.
What happened?
We were here.
What happened? What happened?
Get it
And
back.
Estevao is the best young player on the planet.
Me see.
He's the best young player on the planet.
He scored that
What are you
winning
talking
goal.
about?
He's the best young player.
Hey, he
Who is
is
Lamine
now.
Yamal? Who is Mbappe?
Who is Fermin
Vinicius?
López?
Who is
Okay.
What are
Messi?
you talking about?
It's okay.
Let's
viewers-
tell truth to power, Charlie.
viewers,
Master,
we
you
hope
don't have any
that.
truth to tell to power.
We have to tell truth
Hey,
to power.
why you don't go close the?
If you want to tell truth to power, Ogacha Gate say, campus MP now, but you know, and they're not here.
Hey,
Organize a party.
get to the take straight bullets for them. Okay, guys, we hope that you enjoyed the video today. We'll see you next time, but don't forget to like the video, subscribe. Now we hope that you have a comment for us. Leave it under the video. Same time we'll meet again. Bye.
Bye.